What is going on? Welcome back in. Today we are ranking every MLB shortstop to start 2025. Maybe one of the more loaded positions, couple controversial ones, but definitely some of the best players in ball belong to the shortstop position. Let's get into it. 6 tiers per usual: the elite, the great, the good, the mid, the meh, and the AAA. Starting off with one of the good ones, Mookie Betts. He was hurt a little bit last year, still put together a very good season, helped his team win a World Series. Year in and year out, he's fantastic. We kind of found out his glove plays more in right field because, he's a Gold Glover there, but you still gotta say one of the elite shortstops in the game. Geraldo Perdomo just kind of is a below league average hitter, switch hitter, whatever. Just doesn't hit the ball very hard either, very much a contact-oriented guy. I don't like Perdomo very much. He plays decent defense, though. I'll put him in meh. Xander Bogaerts has become kind of just a little bit over a league average hitter, and he never really could play shortstop very well, and he's moving back there now. He was at second base. He's going back to shortstop. I think he can go in good. It feels a little disrespectful to put him in anything worse. And he's still got like 9 years left on that deal, so you gotta hope he turns into something. Ezequiel Tovar had a very good year last year. Struck out just a ridiculous amount. I saw a stat. He swung and missed the most out of anybody ever in a single season. So that's gonna be part of his game. But he hits the ball very hard. Hit a lot of doubles last year, especially. I can put him in good. Good young player. Willy Adames. He showed the power last year. 30 home runs. Very big year. Got himself a payday, too. Good for him. I think he might even actually get better in Oracle Park, just because I saw a thing of his home runs, they all would have been out at Oracle as well. I think he can go in great. I feel like he's definitely a tier above Xander, and he's got a cannon of an arm, too. I wonder if he ever will play second base, though. Dansby Swanson's contract just doesn't look very good. His glove is obviously elite, but he kind of is just a league average hitter ever since he got to the Cubs, too. He kind of leans mid. I don't even think he's as good as Xander is, just because the hit tool has not been there at all. Hear me out. Elly De La Cruz might be the best shortstop in baseball at some point in his career, and he put together a really nice year last year. He's got all the tools to be fantastic, but he's just not elite right now. From a production standpoint, he just isn't on the same tier as Mookie, as a couple others we'll get to. Still a fantastic player. We'll put him in great. Joey Ortiz is making the move from third base to shortstop for the Brewers now that Willie has left. He was really good last year. Second half fell off a little bit. I think he can go good. We haven't really seen him play shortstop, but apparently his glove is supposed to play there as well. And he just kind of hit a little bit last year. He gave Alec Bohm a run for his money for All-Star. So weird to think that IKF is going to be playing shortstop for the Pittsburgh Pirates, but I guess he is. Meh. Mason Wynn was about a league average hitter last year, but he racked up WAR because his defense and his arm is just ridiculous. I think he's good. He can go with Tovar. I think that they're kind of on a similar playing field, especially because Wynn's glove plays a little bit better. They each are better at their own things, but I would group them together, I think. This is the one when I was thinking about it, just kind of gave me the most trouble. Francisco Lindor. I think if Mookie goes elite, we can put Lindor elite, but it just feels like there's a gap between those two and the best two shortstops in ball. I don't think I'm going to make another tier, but it just doesn't feel right in some way. Lindor is still a fantastic player. He really showed his worth this past year, too. If things get Metsy, then we'll see a fall off, but there's just no sign of that. Fantastic ball player. I think Trey Turner's still great. For a shortstop, that is still ridiculous production. And he'll be fully healthy. When he was fully healthy before that injury, and then coming right back off of it, he went on that power surge too. A healthy Trey Turner is still can be a 900 OPS, 30 stolen bases plus guy. Defense is never going to be great, but I love watching Trey Turner play baseball. Ooh, Orlando Arcia was not good last year, really in any way, shape, or form. CJ Abrams, got to keep him out of the casinos, but still is a promising young shortstop, has real power, strikes out a little bit, but again, I think with these young guys, we just kind of put them in this good tier. Xavier Edwards is such a weird shortstop because he's not going to play good defense, and he's very contact heavy, but his bat ended up playing a little bit last year. He hit well over 300, and that's got to be worth something at that position. I don't know. I'll put him in good. No, I'm gonna put him in mid. We didn't see it for very long, so I'm gonna change that one up. Volpe did not hit close to league average last year, really. After a pretty promising rookie year, just wasn't great last year. His defense is always gonna be good. I don't know if I can say he's as good as Mason Wynn or Tovar. It doesn't feel fair for me to. I'll put him with Dansby in mid for now. Bo Bichette just had such a horrible year last year, and it was derailed by injuries and all this stuff. I really expect him to be a lot better this year, but that year's got to count for something. I think I used to put him in great. I think we can bump him to mid until he shows us he's not again. Same with Trevor Story. We just got to see the guy play. He always puts up power numbers, especially in Boston. But let's see it first, Gunnar Henderson is very good. Very, 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 very good. Somehow was ranked number 1 shortstop in ball by the Shredder, but I don't agree with that one. Still just an unbelievable ball player. The power he puts up is just ridiculous. Taylor Wall
Walls. Is that who that is?
Taylor Walls is very glove first. He doesn't really hit at all whatsoever. Just not very good. I don't know. Brian Rocchio, very similar, but his glove plays a little bit more. I'd put him in mid. Bobby. Definitely one of the best. I think he's the best shortstop in ball. I don't know what people are on about. Just a combination of everything, and he doesn't really strike out either. That is just a phenomenal ball player. Javi Baez, the first AAA. Yikes. I know we say it like every year, but like, what happened to him? I think we're going to be in year 3 or 4 of that deal now. I want to say, let's see, 22, 23, 24. This is year 4 of that deal. He's got 2 more after that. Halfway done. Trey Sidney Sweeney. His glove was actually like fine. He hit just below league average. He's probably mid. Nah, I put him in mid because I mean, kind of similar to Perdomo, I guess. This, I believe, is Colson Montgomery, who I haven't really seen play at the major league level. So I guess AAA. Carlos Correa, when he was healthy last year, was playing at the elite clip, but he was hurt once again, as he has been the last few years. Really throughout his career, he's dealt with injuries. I think I put him with great. Like, I think I'd put him right below Trey Turner. I want to say that's what I did in my top 50 players rankings. Like, if he puts up those numbers or like really anywhere close to them, like for a full season, that's an incredibly valuable ball player. I think Payne's just kind of become like a mid shortstop. Like, he plays fine defense and he hits about league average. Like, 2022 was kind of a fluke, but I think he is what he is. Oh man, Corey Seager. Ooh, I didn't even think about him. I'm going to put him in elite. I'm going to round off my 5, like, with Corey Seager. He's just so good when he plays. Like, ever since he got on the Rangers, just an extra base hit machine. I love watching Corey Seager play. JP Crawford, another guy who just is what he is. He plays good defense and doesn't really hit. I'd put him in mid. Group Zach Neto in the good. He came back. He had a really good year last year. These 3 kind of breakout shortstop stars. Really like that. Got to see him play too, and his defense is more special than probably anybody's, but gotta love Zach Neto. And then the last young shortstop is Jacob Wilson, who we didn't see play as much. He had that big game, and then he got hurt. The hit tool is real with Jacob Wilson, but I think I'm going to pop him in mid. I want to see him play a little bit more, but he will be very great. Him and Zach Geloff, it'll be an awesome duo. That is the shortstop tier list. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like as well as subscribe if you have not already. We're doing all these positions, so make sure you guys are staying tuned for those. Next week will be left field. That being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.